Yo, what's going on YouTube? So I don't know how long this video is gonna last, but I wanted to talk about something because I see so many people that just aren't progressing in the gym, or maybe they're like at a specific gym like Planet Fitness or even their own home gym, and then they're wondering, maybe I'm not getting results because of the equipment or basically they blame other reasons for why they're not progressing when it's really just coming down to you as a person. And whatever gym you might be at, wherever you are at in your journey, doesn't really matter where you're working out. If you apply these 3 pillars that I've learned over the course of these 11 years I've been working out and coaching for the past 5 years, you should be able to see massive fucking progress. And these pillars are going to be form, but don't skip this video because I'm going to talk about form in a specific way. Form, intensity, and absorption explosion technique that I have learned for myself just working out every fucking day. I came across this, I started working out like this in the beginning, and magically I've gotten pretty insane results, and it was just a coincidence. And what do you know, it works for every single person. My clients it works for my best friends. By the way, all of my best friends, they have all insane fucking physiques. And the crazy part is I don't even have the best genetics. And what's even crazier is a lot of my friends, they don't even have the right nutrition plan, and they look fucking stacked. And it's based off of this one thing, which, by the way, they look better than me, and they don't even have a good nutrition plan. Just goes to show you how well this works. Doesn't matter if you're skinny fat, doesn't matter if you're fat, doesn't matter if you're skinny trying to build muscle, this works. The 3 pillars are form, intensity, and explosion absorption technique, and I'm gonna explain that. So number 1 is that form. When you're working out, what people are focused on is just mind-muscle connection, right? And they never get to the point where they pass that mind-muscle connection. So what I believe mind-muscle connection is for beginner. If you're a complete beginner, mind-muscle connection is cool and stuff like that. Lightweight is cool, but you're never really testing the body enough in order to change. If you want to change your physique, and this is where pillar 2 comes in, they kind of mesh together. If you want to change your physique, it takes intensity, and intensity takes danger, and it can be risky sometimes. Like imagine you're doing high knees or sprints at really fast pace. That's gonna be so much more dangerous because you can pull a muscle rather than going on a walk or rather than a very slight jog, something like that, right? But here's the thing, to be able to go at a high, fast pace like that when you're bench pressing, even when you're squatting, even when you're deadlifting, you gotta be careful. It takes massive form. Your form has to be so fucking on point. You got so fucking on point because you don't want to hurt yourself, right? You don't want to hurt yourself. So, for example, when this comes down to the bench, a lot of people, they focus on the bench. They're going slow, controlled, and things like that. But a lot of the time, you're doing your 3 sets of 10, and you don't even really feel like you're working out. Maybe workouts even feel boring and repetitive because you're not fucking going hard enough. Me, for example, I go hard in the fucking paint, but I can only do so because my form is on point. Here's just a little example of where form can fuck you. I'm not sorry for my language. Let's say you're doing the incline press. I see this a lot. When you're doing the incline press, a lot of people's shoulders will be too flared out here and their elbows will be here, especially on the Smith machine. So they're pushing up like this. How the fuck is that gonna build my muscle? I'm probably using my joints, and that's why most people's joints hurt when they're doing an exercise like that, when you should be coming under it and pushing from this point. You know what I'm saying? So when I switch my form to something like that, it immediately targets my chest way better. Let me just show you guys my chest just so you guys can see. It targets your chest way better, and it makes you blow the fuck up. All natural, by the way, guys. All natural. I've been working out for 11 years, but I've been working out for 11 years in the correct way. So that's the first pillar. Your form has to be on fucking point. There's so many videos out there on YouTube. My program, that's the first thing we focus on is form. If you want to do that, it doesn't matter. The second thing is gonna be intensity. A lot of people aren't working out as hard as you possibly can. They're unfocused. Here's a little example of how I want to explain intensity. Today I made an Instagram video talking about how momentum can drive intensity. How many people have you seen that aren't taking action in the gym and they kind of are just working out lazy? You know what I'm saying? When I like to work out, I don't like to give myself too much break. I don't like to be on my phone too much because it breaks that momentum. And when you feel so much momentum, it creates so much energy that gets built up and it wants to be released. And it gets released inside the gym. More intensity, more results. So when I say intensity, I'm talking about upping the speed. I'm talking about you're completely laser focused, because when you're laser focused, you are focusing on your muscle more. Let's say instead of, this is gonna be a great way of breaking this down. Let's say instead of being focused on working out as hard as you possibly can and asking yourself the question, how hard can I push myself? Is this really my limit? Can I push more? Instead of asking yourself that and being focused and being directly into your workout, you're kind of chilling on your phone. Your mind starts thinking about life. Oh, I gotta get this done. I got a meal prep. Oh, I have to go to this wedding. What kind of suit should I wear? Is there gonna be that girl there? Am I gonna get a number? How should I react when I see her for the first time? You know what I'm saying? So your mind starts rambling and that lowers that momentum and it makes you lazy. And then you start lifting like this and you're set. Maybe a few looks here and there. And then you're just not feeling it and you put it down. But if you keep asking yourself the question, how hard can I push myself? Is this my limit? You're completely locked in. You're not resting for too much. You're vibing out to the music. You're in your feelings, vibing out to the music. Like I like to listen to a lot of reggaeton. I like to listen to some hard school rock, hip hop, and I'm vibing to the music. I'm fucking in it to win it. When you're focused like that and you're intense, you get more results. Because when you're asking yourself those questions and you're in that kind of state, that internal state, you get more reps in and you do your reps differently. You do your reps differently. Me in that state, doing 10 reps of bicep curls, like, it can be the same weight. It can be the same speed, kind of. It's going to be completely different to where I'm thinking too much, thinking about the wedding and all that stuff. I'm going to be like this. It's just a little bit different. That, boom, boom, boom. Between that is completely different, and that's how you change your body. Which, by the way, my style of lifting, so many people are going to bash against it. Oh, it's too fast. You shouldn't be working out like that, yada, yada, yada. But you guys got to realize, I want multiple things as a man. I don't want to just be big. I want to be big, fast. I want to be lean. I don't want to be a big-ass bodybuilder who can't lift and be mobile and go on a sprint at the same time. If you guys seen C-Bum, he's really big, cool, takes steroids. Yeah, I'm natural. He can't even go on a sprint. He pulls his muscle. The Trent twins, they pull their muscles. I don't want to be like that. So I don't think most men want to be like that either. They want to be the strongest, most capable version of themselves. Strong, lean, fast, agile, explosive, yada. Yeah, that's number 2. Now, the last pillar I want to talk about is absorption and explosion. So Instagram is the main platform that I make all of my videos on. And I got a lot of backlash from one video of me lifting like a 40-pound dumbbell shoulder press. And I was doing it for fucking reps. Really, really fast. And a lot of people were saying, oh, he's at Planet Fitness, so he doesn't know how the fuck he works out. He's one of those guys. You're doing cardio. A bunch of shit talking. But realistically, you feel the burn way more. You feel the burn faster. And you're going to be fucking sore the next day. I guarantee you, by working out this way with this technique, absorption and explosion technique. You guys, I've been working out for 11 years and I still get sore to this day. How many people have you known that just say, oh, I've been working out for like 5 years, so I never get sore no more? That's fucking stupid. Why would you want that? You should be testing your body and stressing out your body as hard as you possibly can so you give it enough stress to make the body change and adapt to the way you want it, which is stronger, faster, better, right? So that's why I'm working out super fast. So what this technique is, let me show you with my little air weights right here. What this technique is I'll be sitting here on the shoulder press, for example, and instead of kind of just like doing this and keeping a rhythm like this, I'll be like, Check out my Instagram. You'll see the way I lift. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Check out my YouTube. You'll see the way I lift. Just watch me and you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's very fast paced. And a lot of people are scared to do that because it's risky, because they feel like they're going to hurt themselves. The only way that you will hurt yourself is if your form isn't on point with that. You're using your shoulder joints instead of absorbing the muscle, absorbing the weight with your muscle. A lot of people, when they try to lift fast for the first time because they follow me, maybe they hurt themselves. And the reason is because you're using your joints to go against the weight rather than using your muscles, you got to figure that out on how to make that transition with time. You can only do that with time and reps by practicing how to go faster. So you start slow, but then you pick up the pace little by little, and then you'll start to understand, holy shit, I drop it, and then I have to come to a complete stop first and then push it up. And you don't want to rush this process. For example, I messed up my back the other day. I still fuck up here and there. I've been working out for this long, and I still have my mess ups, but I know how to. The thing is, the difference between me and other people is I know how to come back from this, and I try to learn my lesson. You have to come back from it. Don't let that fucking discourage you or demotivate you. You can still push yourself in the gym in other ways. Crave work ethic and don't crave results, and you'll get way more results. I fucking promise you. Work ethic. I fucking messed up my back, but you best believe I was doing fucking 1,000 goblet squats that next day at a slow pace. But anyways, so I hurt myself because I wasn't ready for the speed that I was doing on a leg day. I was doing Bulgarian split squats, which for those of you guys who know what that is, it's a split squat. That's really all there is to it. So that means I put my foot up on some platform right here, and I had a weight right here, and I was going like this, boom, boom. And I was doing a 75-pound weight. And where I messed up at is, even though I was using my muscles to lift it up, my form was a little bit wonky because I didn't brace. When I was doing my split squat, I wasn't bracing. I was just letting it absorb through my back muscles. And instead of coming to a full, complete stop, I was yanking it up, boom, boom. So it more so almost looked like a jerk rather than a full, controlled, like boom, boom, boom. And guess what? I pulled that shit. And that's where most people make that mistake. I make it too sometimes. None of us are perfect, but the point is to be perfect and become our best selves, right? So those are the 3 pillars: form, intensity, and absorption and explosion technique. I've given these pillars to one person before, and they came back, I give it to them as a tip, and they came back 3 months later, completely fucking changed person, thanking me how much their chest has grown and muscles have developed. And not only that, but they got stronger. And again, it's all about becoming your best self. So at the end of the day, that's my little video. It only took about 12 minutes. I feel like this video was very valuable. But yeah, see you later.